Hey, this is MTG Boosters. I got right here 12 packs of Modern Masters 2015 edition, and we're going to be opening all 12 of them in this video. So let's just get started. The packaging is different from the usual Magic packaging, and I quite like it. So let's see. Let's just start right off, and then we've got, first thing is a token creature here, an Eldrazi spawn creature. Nameless Inversion, Nest Invader, Mighty Leap, Ghostly Changeling, Thoughtcast, Sunspear Shikari, Simic Initiate, Soulbright Flamekin. Whee! Look at all that red mana. Plummet, Cathodian. This is our first uncommon card. Rootkin Ally, 2 green mana and 4 mana of any color. It's a creature, elemental warrior, 3/3. It has the ability to convoke, where your creatures can help cast the spell. And it also says tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Rootkin Ally gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Next uncommon, Core Duelist. This costs just 1 plains mana. It's a core soldier creature, and it's a 1/1. As long as Core Duelist is equipped, it has double strike. Next uncommon, Darksteel Axe. This is 1 mana of any color. It's an artifact equipment. Has indestructible effects that say destroy, don't destroy this artifact. And the equip cost is 2 mana of any color, and the equipped creature gets +2/+0. Oh, very nice. This is our rare Blinkmoth Nexus. It's a land. Tap it to add 1 mana of any color to your pool. You can pay 1 mana of any color and have Blinkmoth Nexus become a 1/1 Blinkmoth artifact creature with flying until end of turn, and it's still a land. Or you can also pay 1 mana and tap the land here, and it says target Blinkmoth creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Nice. And then we have a foil card here, Commune with Nature. This is a common card. Alright, that's our first pack. Alright, we have a token germ, Blinding Soul Eater, Somber Hoverguard, Kami of Ancient Law, Plagued Rusalka, Narcolepsy, Otherworldly Journey, Kavu Primarch, Blades of Velisvel, Gust Skimmer, Alloy Mirror. Our first uncommon is a Scavenger Drake. It costs 1 swamp and 3 mana of any color. It's a Drake creature, 1/1, has flying. Whenever another creature dies, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenger Drake. Sorry, like, my throat is all weird all of a sudden. Sorry, guys. Alright, next uncommon, Ethercast Knight, Costs 1 plane and 1 island. It's an artifact creature, human knight. 1/3 exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Bestial Menace. 2 forest, 3 mana of any other color. Sorcery, put a 1/1 green snake creature token, a 2/2 green wolf creature token, and a 3/3 green elephant creature token onto the battlefield. Ooh, look at this one. Here's our rare. All Sun's Dawn. Cost 1 forest and 4 other mana. Sorcery. For each color, return up to 1 target card of that color from your graveyard to your hand. Exile All Sun's Dawn. Nice. And a foil common card, Skyreach Manta. Seriously, these packages are so nice, I don't want to throw them away. Hello! What's on the other side? A token thrall. Rampant growth. Mana leak. Arrest. Vigian Graft Mage. Another otherworldly journey. Grim Affliction. Goblin Fireslinger. Gnarled Pack. Look at these guys. They're like honey badgers with little horns or something. Nice. Kite Sail. Sickle Slicer. First uncommon, Skargan Firebird. 2 mountains, 4 mana of another color. Creature, Phoenix, 3/3, Bloodthirst 3. If an opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Has flying. You can also pay 3 mountain, I can't speak. Return Skargan Firebird from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this ability only if an opponent was dealt damage this turn. Eldrazi Temple, land. Tap it to add 1 mana to your pool, or tap it to add 2 mana to your pool. Both of these are colorless. Spend this mana only to cast colorless Eldrazi spells or activate abilities of colorless Eldrazi. Necrogenesis. Cost is 1 swamp and 1 forest. It's an enchantment, and pay 2 mana of any color to exile a target creature card from a graveyard. Put a 1/1 green sapperling creature token onto the battlefield. Rare. Necroskitter. 2 swamp and 1 other mana. Creature, elemental. It's a 1/4. Wither. This deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. When a creature an opponent controls with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, you may return that card to the battlefield under your control. Thank you, Necroskitter. Alright. And our foil is a common, Bone Splinters. See here, what do we have? A token mirror, Blood Ogre, Cozy Lex Predator, Kami of Ancient Law, another Bone Splinters, non-foil, Steady Progress, Court I can never say this word. Homunculus? One of these guys with a funny bulbous head. Thrive. Wrap in Flames. Evolving Wilds. Wayfarer's Bauble. Uncommon, Hikari, Twilight Guardian. 2 planes and 3 other mana. Legendary creature spirit, 4/4 flying. Whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may exile Hikari Twilight Guardian. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Right on. I have a love of spirit decks and spirit and arcane, so this bad boy will be a part of that for sure. Spite Bellows. 1 mountain, 5 other mana. Creature elemental 6/1. When Spite Bellows leaves the battlefield, it deals 6 damage to target creature. Evoke for 2 mountain and 1 other mana, and you can cast the spell for its evoke cost. If you do, it's sacrificed when it enters the battlefield. Alright. Vengeful Rebirth. 1 forest, 1 mountain, and 4 mana of any other color, or any color, rather. Sorcery, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. If you return a non-land card to your hand this way, Vengeful Rebirth deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to target creature or player. Exile Vengeful Rebirth. Rare. Shadow Mage Infiltrator. 1 swamp, 1 island, and 1 colorless, or mana of any color. 1/3 creature, human wizard. This guy has fear. Creatures cannot be blocked except by artifact creature and or black creatures. Not creatures, this creature. Whenever Shadow Mage Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Cool. Here's our foil. It's a common, and it's a Vampire Lacerator. Woo! Nothing. Okay. Sunlance. Matka Rioters. Another Bone Splinters. Telling Time. Waxmane Baku. Grim Affliction. Tukatung Thalid. Dragon Soul Knight. Oh, even though he's a common, I like this guy. I like craziness right here. Woo! Alright. Dark Steel Citadel. Woo woo woo! You didn't see that. Mirror Enforcer. Our first uncommon. World Heart Phoenix. 1 mountain and 3 other mana of any other color. Creature Phoenix. It's a 2/2. Flying. You may cast World Heart Phoenix from your graveyard by paying 1 mana of each color, basically, rather than paying its mana cost. If you do, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Tezzeret's Gambit. Oh, so we've got this little symbol, which we haven't seen a while in Magic. Forget the last exact version it was in, but anyway. Here's an explanation. When you see that little symbol right there, and it's the blue color, this means it can be paid with either 1 island or 2 life, and then we have 3 mana of any other color that you also have to include in the cost. So this is a sorcery card, and its ability is draw 2 cards, then proliferate. I'm having a hard time speaking today, sorry guys. Proliferate means you can choose any number of permanents and or players with counters on them, then give each other counter of a kind already there. Next card is Sigil Blessing. The cost is 1 forest and 1 plain, and it's an instant. Until end of turn, target creature you control gets +3/+3, and other creatures you can control get +1/+1. Yay! The rare Ghost Council of Orzhova. 2 plains, 2 swamps. Legendary creature, Spirit. It's a 4/4. When Ghost Council of Orzhova enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Pay 1 mana. Sacrifice a creature. Exile Ghost Council of Orzhova. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. And we have a foil Darksteel Citadel. Yay! Next pack. Another token, Eldrazi Spawn, Thrumming Bird, Scatter the Seeds, Burst Lightning. Had a bit of that here today in Texas, and North Texas to be specific. Okay, yeah, crazy weather here in general. Tarashi's Grasp, Scuttling Death. That, oh my god, the mouth on that thing is absolutely disgusting. I don't want to think about that. Stoic Rebuttal, Aquastrand Spider, Goblin Warpaint, Gutshot, Frogmite. This is our first uncommon card of this little booster pack here. Dispatch, paid for by one plane. It is an instant. Tap target creature. Nettlecraft. If you control 3 or more artifacts, exile that creature. Is it Boilerworks? Land. Is it Boilerworks enters the battlefield tapped? When Is it Boilerworks enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap this land to add 1 mountain and 1 island to your mana pool. Tumble Magnet. 3 mana of any color artifact. Tumble Magnet enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. Tap it to remove a charge counter from Tumble Magnet. Tap target artifact or creature. Okay, here's our rare. Hellkite Charger. 2 mountains and 4 mana of any other color. Creature, dragon, 5/5, flying and haste. Whenever Hellkite Charger attacks, you may pay 5 mana plus 2 more mountains. If you do, untap all attacking creatures, and after this phase there is an additional combat phase. Yeah. Ooh. And we have a foil uncommon Hikari Twilight Guardian. We just got a non-foil one of those earlier. Right on. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this other one in and under my little time limit here. I have like 20 minutes on this camera, and then I've got to like stop and start and like add some more to this because we're not going to get through 12 packs in 20 minutes. And here I am just rambling on. Okay, another one of these tokens, Eldrazi Spawn, Skyreach Manta, Rampant Growth, Repeal, Conclave Phalanx? I never knew how to say that word either. It's one of those I tend to see a lot in books, but I've never actually had to say it out loud. Waking Nightmare, Wings of Velasvel, Soulbright Flamekin, Aquastrand Spider again, Alloy Mirror again, another Darksteel Citadel. Here's our uncommon Algae Garial. Alright, 1 forest, 3 mana of any color. Creature, crocodile, 1/1. Shroud. This creature cannot be the target of spells or abilities. Whenever another creature dies, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Algae Garial. Whatever. Ooh, Restless Apparition. This may be paid for with either any combo of, plains or swamps here. Creature, spirit, 2/2. Again, any combo there of these plains or swamps. Restless Apparition gets +3/+3 until end of turn. It also has Persist. When this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/-1 counter on it. Okay. I'm gonna stop this video really quick and we're gonna start right up again. I'm not even gonna look at the other card. Hold on. Okay, I'm still here. Are you? Alright. Let's keep going. Spite Bellows. 1 mountain and 5 other. Didn't I just get this? I feel like, yeah, I just explained one of these to you. This is a second Spite Bellow. Okay. Fulminator Mage. This is our rare card. Paid for it with 1 mana of any color, and then any combo of these right here, of swamps or mountains. It's a creature, elemental shaman, 2/2. Sacrifice Fulminator Mage and destroy a target non-basic land. And now we also have, a foil rare Blinkmoth Nexus land. Very, very awesome. Okay. Let's continue. Let's see, how many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more booster packs to keep opening. They should really make all the booster packs like this. I really like this. Alright, Token Spirit with flying. Mana Leak. Scatter the Seeds. Steady Progress. Sky Hunter Skirmisher. Ghostly Changeling. Fijian Graft Mage. Simic Initiate. Goblin Fireslinger. Rusted Relic. Kite Sail. Alrighty, uncommon, Artisan of Kozilek. 9 mana is its cost. Gosh darn. Creature Eldrazi, it is a 10/9. Ah! When you cast Artisan of Kozilek, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Annihilator 2. Whenever this creature attacks, defending player sacrifices 2 permanents. Holy fucking shit. This is a goddamn beast. Alright. Culling Die. 2, or Deus. Deus, right? Yeah. Culling Deus. It's a 2 mana cost defend killer artifact. Tap it to sacrifice a creature. Put a charge counter on Culling Deus. Pay 1 mana of any color. Sacrifice Culling Deus. Draw a card for each charge counter on Culling Deus. Hearthfire Hobgoblin. Paid for by any combo of these mountains and plains. Creature, Goblin Soldier, 2/2, Double Strike. Right on. Here is our rare Mirran Crusader. Paid for with 1 mana of any color and 2 planes. Creature, Human Knight, 2/2, Double Strike, protection from black and from green. And our foil is a common, Vines of Vastwood. Alright. A Token Soldier. Gorehound Minotaurs. Glintalk Idol. Vampire Lacerator. Steady Progress. Sky Hunter Skirmisher. Ghostly Changeling. Brute Force. Thrive. Ruined Servitor. Dread Drone. Uncommon. Dagger Claw Imp. 1 swamp and 2 mana of any color. Creature, Imp. 3/1. Flying, and the Dagger Claw Imp cannot block. Drooling Grudion. Grudion? Okay. 1 forest, 2 swamps, and 3 mana of any color. Creature, Beast. 4/3. You can pay 2 mana of any color, 1 swamp, 1 forest, sacrifice a creature. Target creature gets a +2/+2 until end of turn. Another target creature gets a -2/-2 until end of turn. Ooh, look at that spooky, spooky lady. Oh, do you hear my cat? Clementine? Yeah. Spectral Procession can be paid for with either combo of these 3 planes and then or 2 colorless here, and it's a sorcery, and converted mana cost is 6. Put 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Spirit tokens. Here's our rare Guile. Ooh. Paid for by 3 mana of any color and 3 islands. Creature elemental incarnation. 6/6. Guile cannot be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. If a spell or ability you control would counter a spell, instead exile that spell, and you may play that card without paying its mana cost. When Guile is put into a graveyard from anywhere, shuffle it into its owner's library. Yay! Thank you! Here is our foil, Restless Apparition, and it's an uncommon, and we had one of those just a moment ago, so I shall not explain it. Clementine, what are you doing back there? Huh? Token, Fairy Rogue, Blood Ogre, Mana Leak, Helium Squirter, Concave Phalanx, whatever, I need to learn how to say that word, Dusk Hunter Bat, Fairy Mechanist, Commune with Nature, Wrap in Flames, Wulamog's Crusher, yeah, Rusted Relic, uncommon, Boros Garrison, land. Boros Garrison enters the battlefield tapped. When Boros Garrison enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap this land and add 1 mountain and 1 plains to your mana pool. Celestia Sanctuary, also a land uncommon. Same sort of deal, enters the battlefield tapped, and then you return a land you control to its owner's hand. For this one, you tap it to add 1 forest and 1 plains to your mana pool. Savage Twister. I hope this is not anything foreboding of what's to come here in Texas. So you pay for it by 1 mountain and 1 forest, and then X number of mana of any color. Sorcery. Savage Twister deals X damage to each creature. Damn. Rare. Battle Grace Angel. 2 plains and 3 mana of any color. Creature Angel. 4/4. Flying. Exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And also it says whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains lifelink until end of turn. Thank you, Battle Grace Angel. And our foil is a common Rusted Relic. Token Soldier, Burst Lightning, Mana Leak, Raise the Alarm, Scuttling Death again, Repeal, Skyhunter Skirmisher, Aquastrand Spider, Soulbright Flamekin, Sylvan Bounty, Mirror Enforcer. Alright, our first uncommon in this pack is Devouring Greed, paid for by 2 mana of any color and 2 swamps. Sorcery Arcane. As an additional cost to cast Devouring Greed, you may sacrifice any number of spirits. Target player loses 2 life, plus 2 life for each spirit sacrificed this way. you gain that much life. Golgari Rot Farm. Land. Golgari Rot Farm enters the battlefield tapped. Return a land you control to its owner's hand when it enters the battlefield. Tap it to add 1 swamp and 1 forest. Rad Coast. Okay, I did the blah blah thing too much earlier. Now I really can't talk. Rakdos Canarium? Sure. Okay, another land. And same sort of deal here. This one adds 1 swamp and 1 mountain. Here's our rare. Etched Monstrosity. 5 mana of any color. Artifact creature. Golem. 10/10. Etched Monstrosity enters the battlefield with 5 -1/-1 counters on it. Pay 1 mana of each color to remove all 5 -1/1 counters. Target player draws 3 cards. Wowee. Cool. And our foil is the uncommon Tesseret's Gambit, which was seen earlier. Last pack. Okay. Token Sapperling. Nameless Inversion. Rampant Growth. Steady Progress. Concave Word I Can't Say. Plagued Rusalka. Narcolepsy. Brute Force. Simic Initiate. Ulamog's Crusher. Ruined Servitor. Deathmark. This is our first uncommon. 1 swamp to pay this sorcery. Destroy target green or white creature. Rakdos Carnarium. Land. We just had one of those. No need to explain. Hearthfire Hobgoblin. We had one of those a little bit earlier. Again, no need to re-explain. Here's our rare. Swans of Bryn Argol. Paid for by 2 mana of any color and any combo of these plains and islands right here. Flying, it's 4/3. If it's also a creature, bird, spirit. If a source would deal damage to Swans of Bryn Argol, prevent that damage. The source's controller draws cards equal to the damage prevented this way. Wow, interesting. Okay, I can use that. Here's a foiled Gnarlid Pack common card. Okay, well, this has been awesome. I'm super excited about all of these cards. And I'm even like super pumped about this really cool packaging. I feel like I'm gonna keep these. In fact, you know, as I pointed out in some other videos, it tells you to keep them. This one says, please retain package for future reference, right here. So, I guess I'll do that. I don't know, man. Clementine, do you want to say goodbye to the people of MTG Boosters? Come here. Come here, baby. Oh, come on. Come on. Hold on. He's coming. Clemmy. Oh, no. You're too close. Clemmy? Come here. Come here. Okay, this is Clementine. He's a good boy. And he really shouldn't be too close to the magic cards, but okay, now don't chew them or nothing. That's real bad. Alright, this is MTG Boosters. Bye!